Every week like that.
Like a ritual?
Yeah. We know them, they know us. The same guys every Friday.
I was back in Jerusalem for an appointment with Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Back for holiday.
Thank you. Sorry we're late.
Nice. Morning.
This time our destination was the heart of the old city. Daniel's organisation had recently helped a donor to acquire a number of apartments in the Muslim quarter, adding to its portfolio of around 50 buildings.
So this is your most recent acquisition, is that correct?
Well, once again, when I say yours, it's not the organisation. There's an individual, either in Israel or overseas, that has acquired this particular building. It's a rather unique building, as you can see, from the point of view that it's not just a single apartment.
Who owns it?
Jewish Concerns.
Can you identify them?
I don't have a right to discuss about, private investors that want to invest, whether they want to be known or not to be known. I'm not sure how relevant it is anyway.
Do you see anything the least bit out of whack with, let's say, a foreign donor donating funds that displace a man who's been in a property for several generations? Just that, in a nutshell.
We don't challenge any other person around the world who wants to invest in Manhattan or London, so why should the BBC or anyone in the world be concerned that a Jew is investing in the heart of the most important city for him as a Jew? It's a very simple thing. For a Jew, Jerusalem is central to everything.
Why are you angry?
Okay.
Is there anything, as far as you know, in the idea that more units were grabbed than was legally?
No. If there was, then the police would never have allowed it to happen on the first night. Neither would the courts. They've been here for a month now. No, it's nothing like that. The issue is just going to be with him. There's a lot of stuff here that belonged to the Arab that he obviously didn't want.
But they just left all their stuff here.
Well, not all of it, but there's some stuff. You've got to remember there were, we're talking about two Arab families. For them to physically walk out of the house before the sale with all this stuff would have aroused too much of an issue,
really?
Enough of a problem for them.
Would they have sort of left in the middle of the night kind of thing?
I can't really discuss exactly how they left and why they left the way they did. It's a law in the Arab world. They're not allowed to sell to Jews, and therefore if they do, one has to be very careful to give some type of cover story or protection to look after the Arabs that sell. It's an absurd situation.
So where are these Arabs now, the ones who are living here?
They're living comfortably in some other Arab neighbourhood, either somewhere in Israel, I imagine.
Sort of incognito?
No, not at all.
Well, but if it's known that they sold...
Well, as not everyone knows that they sold, and, certain claims were made that maybe the Jews came in at a certain time. Like I said, I can't really go into the whole issue.
You're suggesting they may have created a cover story?
Hamevin Yavin. Some things we can talk about, some things we can't talk about.
"45 minutes south of Jerusalem is the city of Hebron. Like the rest of the West Bank, it was taken by Israel in 1967. With an Arab population of 160,000, most of Hebron is now policed by the Palestinian Authority. But the heart of the city is home to a tiny enclave of 700 or 800 Jewish settlers and remains under military occupation.
Bye.
Here the Jews live in a secure bubble, a strange ghost town in which literally hundreds of Arab shops have either been closed down by the Israeli army or gone out of business. My contact here was the head of security for the Hebron Jewish community, Yoni Bleichbart.
Good to see you.
That's my car over there. And we can use the van over there.
As well? That's the ambulance?
Yeah. for evacuating wounded people.
Why would people be wounded?
Shots, terrorist attacks. We've got plenty of those over
Really?
here. Yes, unfortunately.
So this is all bulletproof?
Yes. 360 degrees bulletproof.
Yoni took me on a tour of the secure area, or sterile zone.
So this is a checkpoint,
Yes.
and over there it begins what?
H1, Arab territory.
That's the Palestinian Authority over
Yes,
there.
it is.
You can't go through there.
No, it's not safe for us to go. If we go inside, we could get murdered, we could get stoned, we could get killed.
These Palestinians going back and forth, what's their story?
Shopping. They go into the city, shop, buy things, and go back to their houses over here.
And so they have to go through a checkpoint to go shopping? How come there aren't?
No. To enter the Arab zone, they don't need to be checked. But coming back, they need to be checked because the army not once and not twice discovered ammunition and knives, cold ammunition, that they tried to smuggle into the safety zone over here.
Now what's happened to the shops here?
They were closed for security measures. The army closed them down.
And there's no cars or buses here for Palestinians?
For Palestinians, on this route, no, it's a safe zone. Safe zone is it's sterile.
Do you feel embarrassed to see the settlers have scrawled Stars of David on the old Arab shops?
Yes, if it's not theirs, absolutely. It's not right.
It's been reported that Arabs have suffered a campaign of harassment from Jewish settlers in Hebron, including graffiti and stone throwing, abuse.
There were incidents, of course there were incidents, unfortunately, but you cannot compare.
If some Arabs chuck stones at some Jewish settlers, the settlers do what?
Well,
They call the Israeli army?
police,
Police?
an army, yes.
An army. If some Jewish settlers chuck stones at some Arabs,
The Arabs call the police and the army.
they call
Same
the
thing.
Israeli
Yes.